Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to another YouTube video on Mikey Loves Weather's YouTube channel. In today's video, we're going to be going over the weather analysis for Monday, February 9th, 2026 from the European Model Run. Before I start diving into this video, I would like to ask that you subscribe if you like weather-related content. And also be sure to share this with your friends, family, and social media so you guys don't miss out on future uploads, as we try to upload every single day as much as possible to keep you guys updated on the weather. With that being said, let's dive straight into this video. So let's start out with 1 o'clock in the morning, Eastern Standard Time. As you can see, the eastern part of the U.S. is pretty much quiet, except for maybe a little snow shower over New York State. We got a little high-pressure system, 1,028 millibars, over northern Pennsylvania / western New York. And then the west is pretty active. We got rainfall for the lower elevations, snowfall for the higher elevations. And this goes on for California, Oregon, Washington, Northern Nevada, Idaho, Montana, and Wyoming. And we got a 1,029 millibar high pressure over western Colorado. That's pretty much making much of the central and southwest and south, as well as northeast, pretty much quiet. It's actually both of those high pressure systems making a role in making much of the country quiet. And then we got a 1,002 millibar low pressure system right over southern Manitoba. That's going to bring a mixed bag of precipitation to portions of Saskatchewan, Manitoba, western Ontario. And then we got a little bit of showery activity going on for Arkansas. Nothing too crazy. And then let's go to 7 o'clock p.m. 7 o'clock a.m. Look at the west. The west is still active. We got some elevation-dependent rain and snowfall going on for Washington State, Oregon, Idaho, Montana, western Wyoming, maybe northern Utah, northern Nevada, like areas near Lake Tahoe in northeastern California. Then we got 1,031 millibar high pressure over southwestern Oregon, and a 1,030 and a 1,030 millibar high pressure over western Colorado. And then that low pressure system over Manitoba, it moves further to the east. So now it gives more of Ontario some snowfall. Then we got Saskatchewan and Manitoba getting some mixed bag of precipitation. And then we got a 1,033 millibar high pressure system over Pennsylvania. And then we got a little bit of showery activity going on for portions of northern Minnesota, northern Alabama. Nothing too crazy. And then let's zoom in to 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The bulk of the wintry and rainy precipitation moves further to the east. So now we got more of Montana and even portions of the Dakotas getting some elevation-dependent rain and snowfall. And then we still got some light wintry precipitation going on for western Washington and western and northern Oregon. And then we got a 1,032 millibar high pressure over southeastern Oregon. Some light rain and snow over northern Nevada, northern Utah, and some pretty moderate snowfall going on for western Wyoming. And then by this point, the low pressure system in Canada is right over western Ontario. So it's going to give Saskatchewan, Manitoba, Ontario some light snowfall. And then we got still some showery activity going on for some parts of Mississippi and Alabama. And then on a 1,029 millibar high pressure system right near Binghamton, New York. So again, nothing too crazy going on in the east or central or Midwest. Then we still got the west being active, more active. Let's take you to the 7 o'clock p.m. hour. By that rate, that low pressure system continues to move further to the east. So now it gives eastern Saskatchewan, parts of Manitoba, Ontario, and even parts of western Quebec some light snowfall. The west is still pretty active, with some light precipitation going on for western Washington, northern and western Oregon, and northeastern Oregon, eastern Washington, Idaho, Montana, Wyoming, northern Utah, parts of the Dakotas, and some light showery activity going on for central and southern Minnesota, northwestern Wisconsin, sorry. And then we got some light showery activity going on for southern Georgia. And then maybe some showery activity could get into western Texas. And then we got a 1,006 millibar low pressure system over Colorado. Let's see what that low pressure system is going to do. I want to take you to the clouds. See if I can find it. It looks like it'll give clouds to northern Colorado and surrounding areas. Let's see the wind. Then it might give some wind over some of southeastern Wyoming, maybe some parts of Nebraska, maybe some parts of Idaho as well. Let's bring you back to the precipitation. And then that's pretty much it with the precipitation. Except for the fact that we got a 1,005 millibar low pressure over western Ontario. And that 1,006 millibar low pressure over eastern Colorado. Then I want to take you to the temperatures to go over some of the extremes. Let's zoom in a little back in time. For 1 o'clock in the morning, Eastern Standard Time on Monday, February the 9th, we got a maximum temperature of about 83 degrees Fahrenheit. That's probably taking place over some parts of Mexico. And then we got a minimum temperature of minus 23 degrees. Oh, sorry, minus 22 degrees. And that's probably taking place over some parts of Canada with the colder air in place. Maybe we can zoom in further to the east. Let's go to Canada. So I can maybe show you how far. Yeah, it looks like maybe some parts of Ontario will be getting the lowest USA extreme. Let's take you to 7 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Take you to Fahrenheit. Because the U.S. doesn't use Celsius. So we got a maximum temperature of about 81 degrees Fahrenheit. That's probably taking place over the Caribbean, maybe some of the Pacific, maybe some parts of Mexico could get in some of the warmer air. And then we got a minimum temperature of minus 26 degrees Fahrenheit. That's probably taking place over northern Quebec. Let's take you to the 1 o'clock p.m. hour. Looks like we got a maximum temperature of 92 degrees Fahrenheit. That's probably taking place over western parts of Mexico. And then we got a minimum temperature of minus 18 degrees Fahrenheit. Looks like that might either be taking place in northern British Columbia or northern Quebec. And then let's do 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Looks like we got a maximum temperature of 95 degrees Fahrenheit. Looks like that might be taking place over southeastern California, maybe southwestern Arizona, maybe some parts of central Mexico. Could be getting in on some of the temperatures being as high as the 90s. And then that's going to be it with the temperatures. Let's take you to the wind. So I can show you the wind speed. Let's go to 1 o'clock in the morning. The 10-meter wind speed is going to take place over some parts of northern Nevada, southeastern Idaho, southwestern Idaho, eastern Idaho, some parts of Wyoming, northern North Dakota, maybe a little bit of northwestern Minnesota, and pretty much the East Coast could be getting in some of the wind. Let's take you to the 7 o'clock in the morning time. The wind's pretty much going on for pretty much the northern Rockies. Maybe some parts of the upper plains. The very far north of the Midwest. And pretty much the East Coast. Maybe a little bit of the West Coast too. Let's take you to the 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Still some windy conditions over the northern Rockies. Maybe some of the Great Lakes. Maybe a little bit of the Midwest. And basically the East Coast. And then we got 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The wind's still going on for some of the northern plains, some of the upper Midwest. And then we got maybe some of the Great Lakes, some in the Midwest, and pretty much the East Coast. Maybe a little bit of the Northern California coast as well. Maybe some of the desert Southwest too. And then that'll be it with the wind. Let me take you to the total winter. Oh, sorry. Mind the background noise. I'm sorry. Don't mind the background noise. Let's do total snowfall. For the Rockies, looks like we got some heavy precipitation going on for the West. If we want to zoom further in, looks like we got maybe up to 18 inches of snowfall in some parts of the Cascades. And then your blues are 2 to 6 inches. Your grays are dusting to an inch. Your pinks are right around 10 to 12 inches. The purples are 6 to 8 inches. And then let's show you the Northeast. Nothing too crazy going on. Maybe a coating. Maybe a coating at most. If there's any snow showers that goes on in the Northeast, maybe some parts of the Ohio Valley in the Mid-Atlantic. So let's just wrap up the video right there. So if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, be sure to leave them down below. Make sure to leave a like. And don't forget to share this with your friends, family, and social media. We try to upload as much as possible. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And I will see you guys in the next YouTube video. Peace out, everybody.